before we start. Okay.
Like now.
Now we're starting. Hey, we're live. So this is the Klenmore: A New Era, the steampunk game that we run using the Cipher system.
Yeah, we
Right,
explained
that's
this
this
all
game.
last time. This is the second.
I know.
Okay.
I know.
You broke his feng shui. Now he's got to start over.
God.
Scrap it off.
All right, here we go. So this is the Klenmore.
This isn't the Pirates game. We can't steal his feng shui.
Feng shui.
Oh my god. You did
Feng
not do
shui.
that.
Nice. Nice. That is going to be used from now on in game.
Oh god, what have I done?
Like, he starts
There is no
rearranging
feng
the
shui.
armory.
We've created a monster.
No, Funk.
Um,
You can't keep the cannons there. Why? Because they need to go outside
Look,
the ship too.
The cannons on this side of the ship provide much better energy for the space
Oh
than the
my
cannons
God.
on that side of the ship.
Then they can't go pew pew on that side of the ship.
They don't
What
go
is
pew
intelligence?
pew, it's more of a big kaboom!
All right.
When
Look,
did you
we'll make
turn
new
into
homes and
birds?
patch up the old ones. It's good. All right. So, as we just jump into a completely different game. So who's got a journal?
Well, I already did my journal for my character last time, so and I didn't do anything more than that.
Oh yeah, because
We played other characters.
We split the party. That's right.
I sent you mine.
Ian,
Never
do you have
responded
a?
when I sent you it.
Because you have to be here to get credit for it.
Fucking claiming credit for it now. Fucking
Oh,
give me that XP.
true.
Yeah, I'll let him for this one.
Sorry.
Yeah, I sent one of my
shut up now.
soldiers back to Glassdoor with a report on one of our spare horses.
Cool. Ian, do you have a journal?
I can bullshit one.
That'll work.
That'll do, pig. That'll
You
do.
know me. I'm easy to please.
Yeah. This trip has been quite exciting. Attacks in tunnels, train robberies. Very disappointed by the state of my bounty in the local town. However, I think it may have been for the wrong Jean-Pierre. I believe there might be a Jean-Pierre imposter out there, in which case I must find him and kill him. Much like in an old story that I used to see performed in their plays, there can be only one. We are much like the characters in that play. I believe it was called the Lowlander? Middenlander? I do not know. But anyway, despite what the play was called, he must die. Along with the rest of his gang, assuming he was not there, in which case he is already dead. But I must find out. This is my new calling in life. I must find my imposter.
I like it.
Oh, and I guess the train got it there safely. I guess that's that's the thing.
If there was one thing for John Pierre to get passionate about, it would be himself.
Yeah.
More importantly, somebody stealing his persona and then not doing a good enough job of criminaling to get an actual bounty that's worthwhile.
Right.
That's the thing he's really pissed off about. Yes, Kayla, you have your hand raised.
I was just waiting my turn. I'm spending 4 XP and becoming trained in scavenging.
Okay. Let me deal it out to Ian and Floof real quick.
Please and thank you.
Did I get any XP for the last game?
I don't remember.
Yes. I wasn't here, but I'm going to say that anyway.
I mean,
I was
everybody
only here
got
for half the game.
something.
Everyone got something. We got it for the journal, but that was it. That's all we got last game. Because I started last game with 4.
Mm.
And then I did it. Journal.
Yeah, I don't think I got a single piece of XP last game. I'm pretty sure I've been sitting at 2 for a while.
Ah, damn, he's working.
So do I... Okay, so scavenge, I currently have an inability. So do I make it untrained or trained?
Untrained.
Yes, yeah. So if you have an inability, then you would go to untrained.
Gotcha.
Because instead of being hindered, it's just you're not going to have anything to.
I'm working on it.
You're not terrible at it, but you're not great at it yet.
Yay. Where's Miles?
He is
I don't
working
know.
currently. I did ping him.
Oh. Gotcha.
He'll pop in when he can. Mid-Inlander.
Just see that.
I feel like that's my next campaign.
What? We're gonna play some Warhammer.
Warhammer Fantasy.
Oh, fuck yes. Let's go to Midland. Bagsy on the Dwarven Berserker. I am a giant slayer. With a fucking 4-foot crest of orange hair.
I don't know what you guys are talking about. Where this will be like the opposite side. We're going chaos.
Okay, then I'm a Chaos Dwarf.
Alright, I'm in the middle of a desert. All on my own.
All by myself.
We went very different directions with that then,
All by myself.
Very different directions. We're gonna start going, Team America.
I went to Leon.
All right. So yeah. So let's see. So Jean-Luc or Jean. I keep calling you Jean.
Jean-Luc Picard.
Of the USS Enterprise.
Engage.
So Jean-Pierre, your train eventually makes it to the city of Evan. After the wait a minute.
That's fair.
Whatever. So. Oh yeah, Phase Sphere. That's what you guys were heading over to. So you guys make it into Phase Sphere, without any issues through the rest of the trip, and you're kind of taking a day in Phase Sphere to kind of restock the train, make sure the refugees are okay, and then before you head back out the next morning.
Make sure there's no more bandits.
That too.
So Face here is where we're dropping them off.
No, we're
No,
going
no,
to Evan.
you're taking them to Evan.
Oh,
but
I'm going
Phase
all the way.
Sphere-
I'm going all the way. Cool.
Up top, the group that was headed to Newtston. So the majority of the group and the refugees, I believe, are camped out in an old ruin that Steve found up here.
Mm-hmm.
And then Sneak is currently by herself because she got caught
Also
up in
known
the
as
runaway.
Pharaohs.
That too.
I do the same thing. I want to call her Sneak as well.
I can't do names. I'm sorry.
I want to call her Sneak as well sometimes. So
Terrible. Okay. I just need little flashcards to pop up. So Pharaohs got caught on the runaway train tar and got separated from the rest of the group.
currently
Cool.
laying on the train tracks.
Not
Giving up on
moving.
life.
This is
Vultures
life.
circling above.
I'm not dead yet.
She's just yelling at the vultures, and they're like, they keep giving you these squawks like you will be soon enough. We're patient.
I see you moving metal and moving one of the nails of the track and just hitting one of them every now and then.
The spikes.
Squawk.
So let's see. The group that's with the refugees. What are you guys trying to do?
Good question.
Step up.
We would be taking a night to rest, essentially, and reorganizing, ready for a long foot march instead.
I'm still poisoned, by the way.
The fuck? Come
Yes,
here.
she is.
Heal.
Heal.
I'm gonna
I
glow
heal.
at you, and it's gonna heal you.
Does that work, Dane?
I don't
Says
know.
I.
I'm the one that.
What are
needs
we
to deal with it.
using? What's? Oh,
I'm using
okay.
my
Okay.
special ability that only affects her specifically.
Got it. And what does that ability do
Oh
specifically?
god, I have to load up the fucking books now.
Why is it not written in your character sheet, Blue?
If it's not on your character sheet, you can't do it.
Oof.
Because the specific ability relevant to the changing of the colors is not written in the character sheet, whereas everything else is.
Well, yeah,
Camilla
but we're
would
asking
have
why.
also, like, before, she wouldn't even let him know initially that she is poison. Probably the first thing she would do, because she got a bunch of scimitars and weapons from all those bandits that were down, and she got a couple horses. She'd first off give the guy that had the scimitar, obviously, give him a scimitar because she's trying to get rid of that bad juju. And she would also try and figure out if there's, because I know we have a lot of women, children, old people, there's people who aren't combat effective. Try and find the most combat effective of the group and give them, because that guy had like 5 or 6 scimitars, giving them weapons.
You start arming the 13-year-olds. This is not a
Not
bad
the
choice.
13-year-olds. I'm sure there's probably like, oh, you're a woman. You just didn't want to be separated from your kids, but you're good at handling a sword, like that type of person. Like they had to choose between the mother or the father to be separated from the kids, and the mother was like, "Hell no!" So, or a single dad that had
I
to stay
say
with his
give the
kids.
13-year-olds the swords and see what happens.
No, stop that! I need a spray bottle right now.
Down to him! Down!
Bad, Dean. Bad.
How dare you?
Good day, sir.
I said good day.
All right. What is Pharaoh's doing?
She's gonna try to find some sort of shelter near the train tracks so that the fucking vultures stop looking at her.
Okay.
Eventually, I'll throw up, and then people would know like I'm actually sick. But
But
Here,
she's
stand in front of my
eventually gonna
sunlight.
make her way towards Newston.
Okay.
Walking further away
she's
from
not
us.
worried about the people behind her that got left behind.
Listen, I am a small gnome.
I mean, it's pretty on brand for Pharaoh's. Like,
I mean,
Mhm.
What am I gonna do? If I find you guys, I turn back, I find you, what am I gonna do?
be
This
safe and
is
protected,
true.
maybe.
Help?
How?
hell.
Or I can finally.
I mean, it's Pharos.
I'm a couple hours travel down the line. Like that's a lot of walking in the wrong direction.
Well,
Or I can get to Newston and be like, "Hey, we got people we need to rescue."
I forgot how fast I can move.
Pretty damn fast when you need to.
Yeah.
Pretty damn fast when you need to.
Horace is just like, here, stand in front of my sunlight. I'll burn away the poison with UV rays. However, it will give you skin cancer. So
I'll see your poison and raise you cancer.
So what my thing allows me to do is to perform healing actions as eased on the person and allows me to do it at long range. So healing is just like literal points. I don't think it works on poisons.
Yeah, it wouldn't
Not at
help
this
with
level.
poisons.
Actually, a high
Let
level
me
than that.
see.
I'm pretty sure I like everything's at disadvantage or something for me.
Yeah, I think you're just hindered for everything. Let me see.
Which my thing says, am I impaired? Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're
It
impaired.
keeps changing back to hell.
It's because your stats are full.
But they're
The
close
sheets.
to full.
Well, but I mean, like, you don't have any one
Oh.
stat that's 0.
I got you. Yeah.
Let me look up.
Are we
Poison.
taking the night to rest as well?
That's
I hear
up to you
that?
guys. I mean, that was my understanding when we left off that session was that you guys were going to use these ruins to kind of just make a little camp, get through the night, and then push on.
Sounds about right. That's what I was
Okay.
thinking.
And I'll do one more recovery. Perfect. That's exactly what I needed.
Sweet. I'll rest up for the night and get my recoveries back too. Ferris real recovered.
Once you like actually sleep, your recovery goes back down, right?
Mm-hmm.
Resets back to the action.
Cool.
Yeah, after you take the 10-hour, then it just resets back to the action. But you have to take all 4 before it'll reset.
I just clicked back to one action.
Yeah, I mean, that's... Like, if you haven't rested at all that day or used any recoveries that day, then you can just do all 4 of them at once and then reset it.
It doesn't like change it on my character sheet when I click recovery, so
It might not. I don't know how integrated these sheets are.
I just do it manually.
I am gonna have to do a little more research on the poison. Because I can see what it does, but I can't seem to find anything on how to, like, get rid of it.
I mean, could there have been a medicine lady among the people?
Sure.
I'm just trying to get rid of this before I actually have to do something with it. What does impaired do exactly?
It's on the cheat sheet. Basic mechanics.
There are
I-
poisons that can negate gravity for the person they poison or increase it 100-fold. So you get poisoned and then suddenly your body weighs 100 times as much and you crunch into paste. Fuck.
Don't give him ideas.
It's amazing. I love it. It specifically states in the discovery rulebook, the GM adjudicates how the player is affected and how the condition can be alleviated.
Okay, so it's just straight up
Yeah.
whatever I want it to be. Okay.
You can
I
say if
got
there's
bit
such
by
a
a
thing
snake,
as
so you tell
anti-poison.
me.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's probably just going to be like an anti-venom. Like, there's probably venom from another snake that you have to ingest to cancel out the venom from that snake. We'll say that one of the healers from the refugees just happens for this particular instance to have that particular venom. She was saving it for a special occasion, but she'll use it on you.
Was it aphrodisiac as well?
It is not. It is not.
Is that why she was saving it for a special occasion?
Right.
I mean, we're traveling through a desert. It's always safe to be safe than be sorry.
The special occasion was her dying of poison.
Well, thank you for, like, you know.
She
letting me
walks
not
away
die.
about 10 feet from you and gets bitten by the same type of snake and curses you.
So do this for me. Roll a d10.
Okay.
Okay. That's how many days it'll take for it to fully leave your system.
Okay.
So,
So I'm
3
impaired for that
days.
many days.
Yeah, so for the next 3 days, you'll be impaired until it's completely flushed. Basically, like every night, she's going to give you like a regiment of the venom,
Mhm.
so that it slowly goes in and starts counteracting, and doesn't just like send your body into shock because now you've got like venoms fighting each other inside your body.
Okay.
I don't know if scientifically that's actually a thing, but we're going with it.
Hey, this is your world. We're just living in it.
Like,
It's magic.
all right. So yeah, so you guys do a 10-hour rest. sleep for the evening. Everybody's feeling all good and healthy the next day. Well,
Ish.
healthier. Um, what would you guys like to do? So, like, morning comes, nothing real crazy happened. Um, what are you guys wanting to do? How are we trying to organize the refugees and get them
I
moving
become
again?
a desert hobo.
So I had made my flex skill, I guess, um, navigation again, and I have the map that I'd already been like making, um, routes on, and I'm trying to figure out the quickest way to get to Newston, how long it would take, if it would be smarter to just go to the train track and follow that, or if there's another way, because we're kind of off to the side.
Definitely the quickest way to Newton would be to follow the tracks. Um, that's going to be the most direct route to Newton. Um,
Do I have an idea on horseback if it was just me and the other two that I have to go, how long it would take?
on horseback, it would probably be, I'd say, a couple of days, maybe 2 days, depending on like how hard he pushed.
If I were to go by myself and push the horses until they collapsed, could I make it in a day?
Yeah, you could probably make it in a day.
But at what cost?
The horses.
But I got a bunch of people here. How much food and supplies do we have?
On the train, not much. So they had enough to kind of get through like the trip there, assuming that they were on the train the whole time. So camping and fortifying inside of a ruin, for a night or more, you're probably going to be cutting it close. Probably run out of food in a day or two if they don't find some other source.
Hard rations.
The best option is for me to push the horses, or for you to push the horses if you feel like you're more able. Try to get to Newston, get some help, and get them back our way.
How confident do you feel that you'd be able to rally up what is needed and bring it back to us from Newston once you arrive there? How do you think your words will be received there?
She looks like shit, so who says she could make it on the horse ride there, pushing it? So she just stares at you.
I kind of like look out among the refugees. Do they seem like they're gonna, listen to the orders of anybody else? Besides from the one person here that's actually potentially trained in public speaking?
I mean, they'll listen to anyone in the group, essentially. The party itself, as a whole, the party saved them and escorted them down from their respective towns into Glassdoor. So
I guess, yeah, we've got some
There's
history
a-
with them. It's not
there's
like
a-
complete strangers.
right, there's a level of respect for everybody in the party.
Okay.
I would also assume the few people that Camilla armed and communed with and stuff like that would be comfortable with, her leadership while he's gone.
How many horses do we have?
You have 3. It'd probably be best for just one person to ride all 3 of them down to the ground. It'd be quickest, because with the amount of food rations we have, we're not going to make it 2 days.
Well, I mean, 2 days isn't too far. Going without food for a day isn't going to kill people.
Water.
Going without water for a day isn't going to kill people.
There's actually water on the ruins.
Yeah, there's a supply of fresh water here.
I'm not there, so I'm not paying attention.
I would also like to put out a disclaimer that no horses were injured during the role playing of this game.
I still think the fastest is probably the best option. Whether we survive or not is the problem. It's the fact that we have this amount of people who've already been through so much. Who says that they won't get upset after a day of two without food? And we have some serious issues. We also have sick people and children that need to think about that don't need to just be sitting out here for days on end. I seriously think that fastest route's the best route, and that's just going to be sacrifice of the horses.
Yes, I believe so. We have to think about everybody and make sure the best course is taken. So one of us must ride to Newston, of course. You're not looking too great. I don't really want to send you out there on your own to fall off a horse halfway there and die.
I'd
No
almost
offense.
welcome it.
Oh, my shoes!
She was kind. She made sure she did it, away from your shoes.
Thank you. These shoes are expensive. We've also got to think the princess is here. She needs to be guarded.
She's safe with me.
Mhm. Okay. I'll ride out. I'll take the horses. I'll gather resupply from Newtston and try and lead a caravan back to meet you on the way. But you need to get these people up and moving and walking their way towards Newtston as quick as possible. There's no point sitting here making the rescue take longer.
Got it.
Just straight along the train tracks. Be the fastest way. Maybe I can learn what happened to Feros on the way as well. Find her corpse has been thrown out, probably, but we can but hope that our little gnome is not with the great ones already.
I thought you were hoping for
If-
something else then.
If you see the actual train itself, it'd probably be better for you to skirt around it.
We'll see what happens. I owe a certain person a few bullets. At this point, I guess we proceed to start organizing the civilians into moving and stuff. In fact, Horace now goes over to the princess.
The princess. Okay.
My lady, your grace, with the situation as it is, myself and my team have devised the idea to send one of us ahead with the horses we have gathered at maximum speed to alert the city of Newston of what happened and to bring back resupply for the rest of you. I will be taking these horses, and the rest of you shall be starting out on foot towards the town under the guide of my friend Camilla. I thought it would be wise to tell you, so you and... I assume she's got to have like 2 bodyguards or something. She can't be completely on her own. Right,
No.
Dean?
Yeah, she has an escort.
So, yes, I said, so that you and your escort can know what is happening and join in with the movement. I hope this is to your approval.
Yes, that would be fine.
Excellent. And then by your leave, I shall head out. If you and your
Be
escort
safe.
could do your best to help ensure the population of refugees does not cause any problems, that would be most appreciated.
We'll make sure everything is taken care of.
Excellent. My thanks. And he gives a full hat sweep bow because he has his fucking giant cavalier hat on with its feather. Then snaps to attention and leaves.
My head canon, it's still a sombrero.
Huge ash black cavalier hat with a white feather.
And but yeah, so she just kind of gives like a nod, and tells you to be safe.
I instruct Watcher Steve to assist in any way he can while they're in the ruins, and then help Camille, and then gather the horses, gather myself like 2 flasks of water, and fucking depart. I'm out. Bye. Peace. Bolting
Very
down
nice.
the road, bolting down the train tracks.
I'm just
All
worried
right.
your character's gonna die now because he's gonna try and kill this guy.
Hey, I mean, I might be the most squishy person in the party, but that doesn't mean I'm gonna die.
Mm-hmm.
In the meantime, I have found various desert plants along the way, and I'm convincingly making myself into a desert hobo as I walk towards Newston.
Found so many desert plants right now.
So, are you gonna find someone and tell them that there's a chicken duck woman thing waiting for them?
Who's waiting in the bushes of love?
Because
And
then a
ripped off
desert
your
hobo came
dad's
and
face.
told me. All right. Anyway. All right. So Horace, you're taking off down the tracks toward Newston, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And Pharos, you're moving down the tracks toward Newston?
Yes, while looking like a desert hobo because it's fun.
Right. Of course. Okay.
If Horace is moving at this speed and Pharos is moving at this
Right.
speed,
You're
At
going
what
to catch
point
up
will
to
they-
me very soon.
All right. So
and Camilla
Horace
has 19 bottles of dish soap.
Just, just enough to drown herself.
In dish soap? What? The absolute fuck.
that's
She's
actually all
drinking
the
it.
poison kit is. It's just a bunch of Tide Pods.
Oh!
good lord.
Anyway. Horace, give me a D100.
Oh shit, hang on. Oh, I was doing a thing. Okay. 1D100. 13! Lucky number 13!
Nice. That's a good
The
roll.
luckiest number.
All right. So Horace, you catch up to Pharos. You're riding. You get to about the second horse, right? The first horse has kind of been beaten down into nothingness at this point. So you've moved on to the second horse, and maybe a couple of hours into the ride, you see this small, kind of shambling figure on the tracks up ahead. Kind of looks like a really small version of the birds from Dark Crystal.
Everyone, you see her just like going, fuck off, vultures!
And overhead, you just see like 3 vultures they're kind of circling, but also moving, just kind of along the same pace as this small.
She has her sword out.
Oh,
As if these
in that case,
pigeons-
Horace totally doesn't recognize this person and keeps going. If it has a sword in its hand, it can't be Pharos.
So, what would you like to do, Pharos? At this point, you've been wandering enough to just kind of like you've heard things, you've seen things. They're never real, and this like faint sound of like hooves and sand.
I
kind of-
become perfectly still and just wait.
So, Horus, the small, weird figure up ahead, just stops suddenly, like with their short sword raised, but they don't turn.
It's more like it's like she's just got it. Like she doesn't know how to hold it, even though I technically can use it. She's just like,
He's gonna sort of go like 30 feet in a sort of an arc around it with the rifle trained while riding, just like slowing down to a walk until he can kind of see its face. Just, like tries to recognize it, and then his keen eye will spot that it's, or hopefully will spot that it's Pharos underneath all of that muck.
Give me a perception roll.
What difficulty?
We'll go with 3. It's kind of dark, and she's all dirty and crazy looking.
Feral Ferris.
Yay!
That'll work. So you look down and kind of behind the muck and the nonsense, you recognize Pharaohs.
I'm sort of immediately still. I'm gonna put my rifle like back to its holster and ride up towards her. Ferros! Ferros? Is it you?
You're not real. Go away.
Yeah, that's her.
I am very real.
That's what you said last time.
You go crazy fast, you small gnomes. I knew you were only like a few straws away, but something really broke this camel's back.
There's no camels.
Do you see that one over there?
Listen, I got thrown off a train, and I am not happy, and I've been walking for hours.
Then come over here, sit on the back of my horse, and we'll keep going, and you can rest. Here's some water.
She like slowly goes up to the horse and just pokes it to make sure it's real.
She pokes it, and it definitely feels real.
Gonna need some help.
Kind of reach down,
Ow.
and then realize I have to keep reaching down, and then like have to hold on to the side as I keep going lower because she's only 2 foot tall. Like grab her by the scruff and just sort of lift her up and put her on the back of my horse. Not roughly, but not in the most dignified manner you've ever been moved, I'm sure.
Fuck you, vultures.
And then I just kind of unscrew one of the flasks of water and just kind of just drink this and be quiet until you're feeling better.
She drinks it all.
Then she kind of throws up a little bit because she drank too fast, too much.
The water was too cold. Her body goes into shock.
Ferris dies.
Well, that's all for me, guys.
She just falls off the horse and I don't even notice because she's so small. It's like, wait, I swear I picked up Ferris in the desert. We continue the ride, and once Ferris is feeling a little bit better, maybe like an hour or 2 afterwards, I'm like, I'm surprised you survived, I must say.
Well,
I
I'm
was
surprised you
sure-
survived too.
I was sure when you were in that train cart with that bandit captain, he would kill you before pushing you out. Did you kill him?
No. I don't kill people on purpose.
Fair.
Then did you escape?
I got thrown off the train. See this head injury? I'm not okay.
That is a bad one, isn't it? Well, nothing to do for now. We'll keep going. Guess that means I have to strike off revenge from my list.
I couldn't stop the train, and so he got mad. Because I couldn't stop the train, because, I did a thing that was irreversible. Sorry. Tried to explain it to him, and he's like, nope, kicked me out. And of
Tends
course,
to be hard to
the
undo
train was moving
irreversible
so
things.
fast that I just went whoosh.
Horace is like imagining this entire scene in his head and is kind of struggling to not laugh at the mental image of Ferris just going.
I really need to learn how to make myself entirely magnetic, so I just stick to the train.
That could be really cool if you could, actually. Maybe you could walk on ceilings.
That is brilliant. She takes out a notebook from somewhere and starts writing.
That's her gone for the next 2 hours. It just becomes a sort of wacky.
So how did
emotional
everyone
mystery.
else die?
Nobody else is dead.
Then where is they? Where are they?
There was only 3 horses, and we were riding as fast as we can to Newtston to get supplies back to the rest of them as they marched towards Newtston. We didn't have enough horses for 500 refugees.
And
Or
it
was it
took
like, I
you
don't know.
all night to
200
get
people.
here? These horses are slow.
No, we rested at some ruins to gather ourselves and drink because we had a lot of water there. No. I would have set out, but civilians don't tend to like to march in the dark. So how about that weather? Been real hot.
Sunny with a chance of sunburn.
That's why I'm covered in mud.
I'm loving it. The sun never bothered me anyway.
Don't ask me how I
Oh my
got the dirt
God.
wet. It's sweat.
Okay, that's better than what I instantly thought. There's just a moment where he full on goes, and then she says, like, oh.
She actually didn't mean to get muddy. She just kept getting dirtier and dirtier, and then sweatier and sweatier, and it just became mud.
I mean, it's like a true
Uh,
face mask.
We'll give an XP to Pharaohs for not pissing herself.
Sweet. I have some dignity. Just because I was desert hobo doesn't mean I'm full on hobo.
Right. My
Well,
hobo with class.
I think I got slightly better at scavenging for things.
That's excellent. That could be useful when Watcher Steve needs assistance.
Or I can find things on my own.
Both is good.
Are we there yet?
I will turn this horse around, young lady.
You're talking an awful like someone who I don't talk to anymore, so I would watch it.
And they ride in silence for the rest of the trip.
Right? So it's very quiet, right? The horses are like the horses just kind of glance at each other for a brief moment.
She wanted to say you're talking an awful
And
like
then
my
move
dad,
forward.
but I didn't want to mention my dad, so I was just like, no.
Taurus is just surprised he got fucking threatened by Feroz.
I can do things.
Deserts do things to people, okay?
I know. I've spent a fair amount of time in them. Oh, yeah, we continue. There's conversation between us, but I imagine nothing more interesting than what has already been said is said.
Good deal. Okay, so you guys make it to Newtston after about a day.
There's like maybe twice that randomly Pharos is just like, listen up, you fucker, you better turn around right now because she sees something and it's not really there. And then it's a vulture.
Horus will shoot one of them
I like it.
if he gets close to appease Feroz.
There's one that's just actually riding on the back of the horse behind Pharaohs. It's just like perched on the back of the saddle. Like every once in a while, it'll like lean its head over Pharaoh's shoulder and like squawk, and then fly off.
Right, new objective. Catch this vulture and make it into a ranger companion. Because it has sass.
It does it.
Every single time she Pharos tries to go at it, so like, let me at it. Just let me at it. And you have to hold her back.
I ain't holding nothing. She jumps off the horse to go and get it. She jumps off the horse to go and get it. It's on her. I ain't stopping her. I also ain't
but,
turning back.
But yeah, so you guys make it there safely. When you get into Newtston, there are some like wooden walls, but it's nothing crazy. there's a bunch of hovels inside. There's a dock, and the dock's actually fairly impressive. Um, there are guard towers kind of on each corner of the town, as well as along the docks. And there's no like real gate. It's just kind of there's an opening in the wall that people come in and out of where the road leads.
Okay. I'm gonna step away from camera, but I am still on headset. So we ride in.
When you ride in, so there are some guards who kind of greet you when you come in, ask you what your business is, what you're hoping to do here.
I immediately ask to speak to their officer.
Yeah, you remember that train that came in with no train on it the other day?
What train?
The train tar with no carts, no cars.
I see no train tar.
Well, you're corrupt.
Faros, perhaps it would be better if somebody else did the talking, if you would. Faros, why don't you take this horse and go and ride about half an hour that way and stay away from the civilized people while I get help for those that need it before we get out of this town?
Wash your cactus hobo desert person off.
I ain't corrupt. I'm a good guard.
Yes.
Just like my dad was a good guard.
Yeah, when he went for smokes as I walk off.
He did not go for smokes! like the other guards are like holding him back, and he's just like, "You take it back now!"
He said he was gonna go get some milk at the store.
Oh my god. Well, GG, everybody else dies of starvation and you just run out into the instant.
Barros has single-handedly killed 300 people.
I fucking
don't
love
people
playing gnomes.
intentionally.
I fucking love playing gnomes.
Gnomes are banned in my games now.
Fuck you!
Why do you think I said no gnomes? So I sort of turn, I kind of wince at this, and I'm like, my apologies, good man. She was kicked off of a train and then left in the desert for several days to go a little crazy under the heat.
Well, she deserves it. My dad was a good man.
I wouldn't disagree with you. I'm sure your father was an excellent example of the guarding community here and was a hero to be thanked for his dutiful service.
One of the other guards just goes, "Shut up."
I just shoot him such as a...
Meanwhile, I've walked into town. That's the direction I went.
I mean, they're not really stopping you. It's more of just you're the most exciting thing they've seen this week, so they all want to like stop and ask questions and pretend they're important.
Well, I'm going to activate my demeanor of command.
Okay.
And I'm going to say, take me to your leader. No, I'm not going to say, now, gentlemen, I have urgent business and I require immediate conversation and meeting with whoever is in charge of the town garrison here. So please, can you escort me to such place?
Of course. That's my dad.
Oh, Horace is just like, I guess we're not finding out the leader then.
So they escort you to a small barracks, a little bit deeper into the town, and inside there's a guard captain that they. The barracks is really small. It's just kind of like one big open room, and there's just a desk against the back wall. And then behind the desk is the guard captain. And then they have a couple of like cells kind of lining one of the walls off to the side.
Ah, my good man. You must be the guard captain. My name is Horace Lightfleck, captain of the Nightbreakers Battalion.
That's a mouthful.
Indeed. I am here on official business on behalf of Lady Anya and Madame Talia. I am escorting a group of refugees from Glassdoor to Newtston, to then be taken aboard ship to sail off. I require your assistance in this regard, as our train was hijacked.
That sucks.
Yes, and the refugees are currently inbound to Newtston on foot with inadequate supplies.
Ooh, somebody didn't prepare.
I was not in charge of supplies. I was in charge
What do
of
you want me
something
to do
else.
about this?
I require you to assist me in gathering a caravan of supplies and transporting it back along the track to the refugees as they approach Newtston, before the refugees can suffer any casualties or become sick or injured.
What kind of compensation is there?
The compensation is I'm on official business for Lady Anya and Madame Talia, the leaders of the area, as well as working on behalf of the nobility of Evan. And if you don't do it, I am sure the lives of 200 people is also not something they want to lose because some guard captain decided his pocket was more important than the lives of the innocent.
It's got nothing to do with my pocket and everything to do with I only have a handful of people and they're currently guarding this.
I need only 3 or 4 to help me with a caravan, and supplies.
I can get you the caravan. I don't know if I can get your hands.
Old sporty, sure, you can't spare just a few, and I would like to attempt to use my persuasion skill, if I may.
All right.
As I have this more than trained. Have whatever the S means, I forget.
Yo,
Oh.
I'm so fucking good at this. You have no idea.
Yeah,
Right.
I'm fucking
Meanwhile,
specialized
I'm
in this.
looking for a train.
I'm gonna steal a train.
She fucking goes back with the train, just like. What
Go
difficulty
into
am I
the.
looking at?
It's just demanding. So Ferris, you kind of follow the train tracks through town, over to the train depot, and
Success.
there do not appear to be any trains there currently. There are like some train cars, but nothing that's like hooked up and ready to go. It's just kind of a train yard.
I try to find someone who works there and ask them if they have a spare train car to help some stranded people.
All right. So you kind of walk around the train yard a little bit. After a while, you come across a guy who's just kind of like half of his body is kind of buried in the engine of a train tar. As he's just kind of like you hear him like tinkering and messing around and
It's
like
totally,
his
the
back
one I
leg,
busted, right?
his back legs are like half hanging out of this thing, just kind of like dangling there. And he hears you coming and kind of startles him for a moment. And he kind of like throws his head up, slams it against the body of the train tar, and then what the hell? Hey, who's there?
Watcher Steve, is that you?
Hi.
Hi.
You work here?
I mean, I'm here and I'm working.
So I was on a train a couple days ago on our way here, and we got like bandits on it and stuff, and we were left in the middle of the desert with cars for the train, but no train tar anymore. So is there any way we can like just get a train tar and go back on the tracks and then have it pull the rest of the train? Or who would I talk to about clearing the tracks from Glassdoor to Newston?
Hold on a second.
What?
Where's my there's my thinking backer. And
Wow. Chris,
Oh, Crystal. I
Wow,
can't
damn.
understand a word you're saying, Dean.
Okay.
It's his thinking tobacco.
well,
See, Crystal knows.
Yeah, I'm not from the
He's got a
south.
wad in his mouth.
well, that means that Feros doesn't understand.
Crystal understands redneck. We're good.
Yep.
So yeah, he's just like, so you done got bandited, and now you got dirty tracks, and you need someone to go and clean them up for you.
We do have a princess with us.
She's not in another castle.
Okay. Is she gonna help?
She's stranded. She's the one who needs help.
Oh, I see. Well, I mean, I suppose I could help clean tracks. Once I get Bertha here up and running again.
What happened to Bertha?
Man, she had a run-in with some gnomes, no offense, that didn't know what they was doing.
How do
and
you know they were gnomes?
I mean, have you seen a gnome?
Daryl, you dumbass!
Is it
Of course you
anime
said no.
anime eye twitch?
Of course she's seeing a gnome. She is one.
Okay.
She might not own a mirror. Never know with gnomes.
I mean, y'all's kind of hard to miss. Well, that's not true. You're really short. Sometimes it's easy to miss you. But, like, when you're standing there looking each other in the eyes, I mean, it's kind of obvious that, like, you're a gnome.
Daryl, you're being kind of offensive. You may just want to
Do you
stop while
ever,
you're
you
ahead.
know, stare at a human and go, "Wow, he's a human"?
No.
Then
Why would I do that?
Exactly.
I didn't just stare at you and do that.
So, we kind of paid for fare to get to a destination and we never got there, so...
Sounds like you need to talk to the train company and get a refund.
I will do that. But in the meantime, we need to get the rest of the train off the tracks and back to here.
Okay.
Cool. You talk to your people, okay?
Oh, I ain't got no people. It's just me out here. So what do you... I told you I could get Bertha up and going.
Okay.
We can take Bertha out there.
Okay.
I don't know if she'll survive the whole thing, but we can try it.
It's better
You just
than
gotta
nothing.
love on her a little bit. She'll work just fine.
Maybe you could teach me how she works.
Yeah, I suppose I could do that. Actually, I got a thing you can help me with right now.
I'm good at tinkering.
Oh, that's good to hear. That is good to hear. So here's what I'm gonna need you to do. And he like picks you up and just kind of like tosses you into the engine.
Hey!
Scrub this.
Listen, mister.
You see that
Hey,
thing down there?
No. Before we get into that, don't you ever pick up a gnome without permission.
I figure it'd be better ask forgiveness than permission.
No, you ask for permission.
Can I talk? Hey, can I have permission to put you in this here engine?
You already did it, so... What do you need?
So that's a yes. Okay, you see that thing down there that looks kind of like a little bobby thing, and then the other thing over here, it's kind of like a little thingamajig.
Uh-huh.
Whatchamajig?
All right, I need you to take the thingamajig and then like try and screw that into the little baba thing. Okay?
I'm on it.
Sweet.
Highly technical language.
I
But make
understand
sure you don't-
everything.
But make sure you don't put it into that thing over there, because otherwise the whole thing will blow up.
Then there'll be little pieces of us all yonder, just everywhere.
All places, all everywhere.
Like Like Bertha, we're gonna have pieces of Bertha over there. We're gonna have pieces of me over here. We're gonna have pieces of you like all over the place. Although you're kind of small, so there won't be quite as many pieces of you as there will be of me and Bertha.
Done.
Crystal is hating every moment.
Oh, okay. Stay right there. I'm gonna crank her up real quick.
Just ignites the engine while you're still standing in it.
Now, if the train tire is going one way, can it like attach cars and still go back this way? Fuck, I'm going
you mean?
southern. Because like it's gonna be heading towards Glassdoor, right?
Well, yeah.
And it's gonna meet up with some cars like this. So
Right.
in front of the train cars, is it gonna be able to hook up some way to like go backwards?
I mean, we could always just ride it there backwards.
Ooh, that sounds like fun.
I was gonna say we could just slap this thing in reverse and just ride it all the way over to them train cars over there.
That sounds like fun.
It ain't hard. I mean, you're on tracks. You really ain't nowhere else you can go. So
That is true.
You can go forward or you can go backward. That's it.
It's backwards,
just-
like he said.
Backwards.
we just tell Bertha here to back it up.
Alrighty.
Beep, beep.
You know, Daryl, I'm getting real tired of you not treating Bertha with the respect she deserves.
I'm just ignoring whatever the fuck is happening.
Somehow
can't.
there's suddenly a second mechanic here. that's
There's just
arguing.
some random guy who's like in the corner, just like he just pops up from a random train car every now and again.
He's the other maintenance guy.
Like,
Even
he
though
actually
he's
doesn't
alone.
do anything. He's just like this guy's cousin who just like comes to heckle him at work.
He has a beer in his hand.
Oh yeah. It's a natty.
It's 9 a.m. and he has a beer in his hand.
He's
What do
got
you
the natty light with the camo koozie.
Uh-huh.
What are you doing here? I'm supervising.
So are we good? Like, is this engine like going now?
Hold on, and he like revs it up real quick. Give me a speed defense roll.
Oh shit.
Good lord.
How?
This will be difficult.
Just speed?
Yeah, you would do a speed defense. It should be like the little dice above speed.
Yeah. You said what is it? Difficult?
Difficult.
Jesus.
Damn! Well, you are in the engine as he fires it up.
I'm gonna put a degree of effort into it.
All right.
Ooh. I
Okay.
didn't need to, but sure.
So yeah.
About.
So you kind of, as this thing is cranking, you're able to kind of just like real quickly like climb yourself out of the engine and kind of jump over the side.
Whoa, don't kill the gnome.
What? I figured you small enough wouldn't hurt.
I'm small, not indestructible.
Well, you know,
I mean,
have to be made.
you ain't been destructed yet, so how do you know?
I just heard Amy laugh at that. Okay, let's go.
All right, here we go. Hey, Jimbo.
What?
Watch train cars. Make sure no one steals them.
What do you think I've been doing?
I
I've
don't know.
been watching these things, you know, making sure they don't go nowhere.
We gotta make sure that we gotta wave to this bald guy as we leave the city. It's gonna be fun. Trust me.
Okay.
Just like you'll see him. You can't. It's hard to miss. He like shines like a light. He's bald. Maybe he might be wearing a sombrero. We just make sure we wave to him.
Fucking
Make sure he
sombrero.
sees us.
Man. Okay.
Cool. We're gonna go rescue the princess.
Sure. And he
Listen,
so
what's your name?
my name,
Yes.
Daryl.
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 I'm Pharaoh's.
Nice to meet you, Pharaohs.
I will personally let the princess know that you did so much to help in her rescue.
Well, shit, yeah, I did.
Yeah.
Alright, so here we go. And
Alrighty.
he just like revs up Bertha, and you guys take off in reverse down the tracks.
As soon as
Um,
we see Horace, it's like, bye. We're gonna
And
go rescue
so
the people.
Horace, you're kind of walking out of the office with the guard captain. And as you walk out of the office, you hear the train tar kind of let out its roar. And then you see this fairly toothless man, like inside the train tar. He's waving at you. You see a familiar gnome leaning out of the train tar. She's waving at you. And then the train tar itself just turns and kind of waves at you. As they all go speeding in reverse.
I mean, it makes sense that he wouldn't have thought this, seeing as he does have, an inability in technology, so he wouldn't have thought to do this. So it makes sense.
It's fine.
And you hear the conductor go, yeah!
He looks over at Pharaohs. Alright, now, let me hear your yee.
Bye.
Yeah.
That ain't a yee.
No, it's not.
I need a yee.
I need it. Yay.
Hey,
Bertha stops suddenly.
Bertha runs entirely on yees. All right, you gotta do it to power up.
If you want Bertha to move, she's got to hear a yee.
Horace is swiftly advancing on the stopped train car.
Why are you doing this to me, Dean? Why?
He is swiftly advancing, and he will be there soon if you do not yee.
Yay!
I don't know what the hell that was, but that sure as hell wasn't a yee.
How about you do the yee and I'll do the ha?
Yeah!
Oh, Jesus Christ!
And then Bertha takes off again.
Oh, that just
Okay,
did
just
something to my nerves.
I broke Kayla. I'm sorry, Kayla. So you guys are going now. Horace, what are you doing as this train? I mean, it's not like
It's 20 miles
crazy
per
fast,
hour.
but yeah,
when
it's
they-
about
Gotta
20
pick up
miles an
speed
hour.
first.
Yeah, when
Yeah.
they stopped, when they were waving at me, I was actually advancing to try and get to the train car before they
Okay.
managed to move off.
Yeah, so whenever it stops, you're able to kind of hop on just in time to hear Pharaohs go, yeah!
There's just this sort of stunned look on his face, and then he's like, I am never going to forget this day.
And then you see the other man go, yeah, yeah! And then Bertha lets out a,
Horace holds the side, stamps his foot, and lets out his own yeehaw. Except for
What
I can't
is
actually
this?
shout a yeehaw here because people are actually asleep. But, Horace lets out an acceptable yeehaw.
so the train tar continues in reverse, heading off toward Glassdoor.
Damn fine idea to get this working, Ferros. I knew we kept you around for a reason.
Mm-hmm.
So what's your name?
My name is Horace, my good man. What's yours?
Daryl.
All one word. Horace, my good man. That's his name.
Ignore the gnome. She's a gnome.
Yeah, we established that already.
Yeah, oh, of course. Yes, my name is Horace. Nice to
Well,
meet you, Daryl.
Nice to meet you too, Horace.
Horse.
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 It's fine.
Good
it's
to meet you,
fine.
horse.
Oh, it's fine.
So what brings you to these parts?
Oh, escorting people away from a war, rescuing princesses, killing bad things. The
Alright.
usual adventures.
Alright. What kind of bad things you killing?
These weird ass, like, scaly motherfuckers.
Scaly motherfuckers. I don't mess with no gators.
No, ain't no gators. They're like, I don't know. Hang on. I need to actually look up a picture because I've forgotten what they're like. They got like come from the underground with these giant spider things.
You
and
ever
they
heard of
tunnel
a
up.
You ever heard of a city called Nokum?
Yeah, I know Nokum.
Yeah, it's been obliterated.
It's been
Nokum is no
liberated.
more.
Obliterated.
Perliberated. It's been percolated.
Nokum is no more.
It
Well, what happened to it?
got attacked by these scaly things.
What?
They wiped out the population inside. We have then evacuated all towns between Nokum and Glassdoor. And a war is coming.
What the
Once we-
hell are we doing out here then?
We're
Once we've
rescuing
gathered
people. They're
Once we've gathered the
refugees.
refugees, you should leave Newtston and attempt to retreat further south.
Leave Newtston. There ain't nothing south of Newtston.
Yes, there is. There's the Kalashar Desert. Then beyond that,
Yeah,
there's
the
Narf,
desert.
Seglasov, Facefair.
I ain't trying to
Grim.
go into no desert.
Yeah, you don't need
Bertha
to. You can
can't
ride
go
the
into
trains.
There ain't a track right there.
There's a train between Glassdoor and Narf.
Okay. Are we in
Go.
Glassdoor?
No, you take this track to Glassdoor, then you go to Narf.
Or they could come to Luthor with us, which is the way
Or
we're
you
going.
Well, hell, I'll go to Luxor. I don't know where is Luxor.
It's across
We
the
have
water.
to go on a ship, which means
Can
no
Bertha come?
Bertha.
No.
I can't leave Bertha.
We can get you a new Bertha. Make her
That-
reborn.
Why
That,
would
sir,
you make?
is blasphemy.
Why would you make such a statement, Horace?
That's a horrible thing to say.
Well, Bertha 2.
I can't make Bertha too. Bertha's my wife.
Bertha
Okay.
done seen me through all kinds of no, I can't.
Maybe Bertha has a cousin over in Evan you can go and meet.
What? It's a machine. What the hell they teaching you people?
He's a weird
don't
one,
know.
Daryl. He's a weird one.
It's like,
Why you keep this one around?
Well, he's shiny at times, and you know, he shoots guns sometimes. I forget what he does exactly. What do you do? I forget.
I'm the entire reason you're on this side of the continent.
So it's his fault you're in the middle of a war.
Yeah, pretty much.
Well, the war is going to happen regardless.
Well,
I mean, he's not the
Dang.
reason that the scaly buggers came out from underneath the ground and started attacking stuff.
I suppose that could be true. Well, I don't know nothing about no scaly folks.
My other friend said there's a huge giant spider too. It made her throw up.
I don't like no spiders. Man, they creep me the fuck out.
I can
Like-
make metal float.
That's what? Do it. I don't believe you.
Give me something metal. Like
What?
hands.
This
hand
whole
size.
thing's metal.
Hand
Just pick
sized.
something. Hand sized.
Hand
Here.
size. You got some nuts? Some bolts?
Wow.
Spare loose nuts and bolts?
Sure. And he kind of like digs around in his pack. Here you go.
I make them float.
Well, that's cool. Can you do it to bigger things?
Not yet.
Oh.
But there was one time I unbuckled this guy's saddle while he was riding towards the train. It was hilarious.
I'll bet he had a bad day.
Oh, and there's the other time I was trying to get this guy's sword away from him, and he kind of ran him to his own sword.
What? What kind of idiot done that?
The scaly guys.
Scaly cat. Oh, them people again.
Yeah.
I swear.
I don't know
what's going
why,
on.
but
So how
Idjit
far
triggers
out?
me so much. That word just.
Itch it.
Yeah, I can't stand that word.
How far? Um. Um.
About a half day out from Newton.
That
So
much.
this train ride continues for maybe 6 hours, 6 or 7 hours. Um, and eventually you guys make it to where you had left the remainder of the train before you went off into the ruins. I found your train. I don't see no people, though.
They're. Well, Horace
Maybe
knows
they all
where they
died
are.
already.
Yeah, we didn't see any of the refugees walking along the tracks at all.
No.
Camille, what the fuck?
You just stayed there.
Yep.
Camilla. So while Horace is gone, and you're stuck with the refugees, the princess, Eliana comes over and. So, what's the plan?
Horace thinks we should walk towards Newton on the train tracks.
But what's the real plan?
I mean, we have kids and old people. I think it would be ridiculous for us to expect them to go in this heat all day long. They're not
Exact-
soldiers.
That's why I'm saying, what's the real plan?
I can
I'm
go
not
wait.
in this heat, much less asking them to.
I can go wait at the cart until they come back with actual help if you want, or we can just all stay here until they come back.
Could we send someone a bit deeper into the ruin? Maybe there's more. Something we can use. Resources, maybe? Water source?
Is what's his face here? Miles?
Steve?
Watcher Steve.
Steve's there, yeah.
I mean, me and Steve can go.
Alright. I mean, not too far in. I don't want you getting lost or hurt or anything, but. I mean. Who knows? Plus, it would also be nice to know that nothing's going to come out and eat us. So let's do that.
You gonna come or you want to stay up here?
I think I'll stay. Someone's got to watch over the people.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you're better at that than me.
That's why I'm the princess.
Come here.
What was that?
Him trying to open the door and I told him no. Sorry.
She like looks beyond you. Did you see that?
Maybe you should go sit in the shade.
Maybe I should. Keep an eye out. We may not be alone here.
How many people in her escort are there?
4.
Okay. Can I take like the people that I armed with us to the dungeon just in case? And she can have her armed people?
Sounds
She
like
is
such a bad idea.
Sure.
Well, I
Sounds
think
like
going in
such a bad idea.
2 people going by themselves sounds like a great idea though.
Much better, because you guys are actually trained in combat. These are random civilians given a weapon to that doesn't make them soldiers.
Fine.
Horace, you're not there.
Challenge rating 0.
I guess I could scout ahead stealthily and attempt to.
Do that. And watch out. I think there's something here.
crate.
I saw it a minute ago behind you. Knocked a bunch of crates over.
What did it look like?
I couldn't tell. It moved real fast.
Go get some water and go sit in the shade and maybe have someone fan you or something. Whatever princesses need.
That seems a bit dramatic, but okay.
Well, if you insist.
You there? Fan me.
Me and Watcher Steve head to whatever looks like an entrance.
Okay, so yeah, you guys kind of head into the back of the ruin, and then there's a like a series of tunnels that kind of branch out from it, from like this main little area that you're hanging out in, and you've got 3 passageways as it kind of forks a little ways in. You can go left, right, or straight.
Does Watcher Steve have any tingly sensation? I don't know. I think he's a delver or whatever.
Let me pull him up real quick. Let's see. Watcher Steve. All right, so let's see. So, Watcher Steve, as you're like kind of contemplating these 3 tunnels, Watcher Steve just kind of looks over. Something ain't right here. I don't know what it is, but something ain't right.
Mm-hmm.
So I say we go left,
Because it ain't right.
because it ain't right.
But then couldn't it be middle?
Well, it could, but then the middle is still to the right of the left.
Oh, okay. But what if I turn around, then left is right?
Well, that's fair, but then we're going in the opposite direction.
Okay, I'm gonna trust you.
So we're going to go left.
Do I need to sneak ahead, or do you think we can just keep on going with your...
You might want to go ahead.
Just keep an eye out on me?
I got an eye on you, don't worry. I got 2 of them. All on you.
I go stealthily trying to see if I can see anything in this far left tunnel.
Turnal. Okay.
Yeah, because you and your accents have...
You messed us all up.
Don't you know the best way to do a southern accent is to throw a bunch of R's in the middle of words that don't have R's?
Yeah. Yep.
See at work when people ask for Splenda, they go Splendor. We know
Splendor.
they're
That window
American.
over there.
We know they're
Wonder up
American.
there.
Can I get 2 Splendors in there?
I don't know anybody who says splendor, but
Same.
okay. That is some Louisiana,
Let me get some of
Alabama.
that.
I will make a generalization about that when we're not streaming.
I'm from Mississippi. I can make generalizations about that crap.
All right. So you're sneaking ahead. Give me stealth and perception.
Okay, just a general roll, or do you want me to go certain?
Stealth is your. Do you not have a skill for stealth? I thought you had
Yeah,
that.
but you have to do a difficulty.
Just do a general roll.
I'm gonna have to do it at least at demanding because I have.
She's poisoned.
Well, I have to do it at demanding because I'm specialized in it, so it knocks it down by 2.
Okay.
Technically, that would have taken care of. I rolled a 12, but because it knocks down by 2, you might as well put it up.
Yeah, I'm with you.
6, so it should be at 18. Then perception. I rolled a 13, which would be 16 or whatever.
Okay. So you're kind of moving down this tunnel, and it's not a very big tunnel. It's maybe 10 feet wide. Um, the ceiling of the tunnel is maybe 8 or 9 feet. Um, and you're kind of slowly moving down, kind of checking corners, making sure and it winds back and forth a little bit. Um, and then you hear a sound up ahead, sort of like a snickering sound.
Don't do it.
Do I have a feel about how far away that is? That sound's coming from?
You're not real sure. It's close enough that like you feel like you can hear them, they can hear you. But you can't actually see them yet. Like you can't see anything up ahead.
Well, if I can't see them, I don't want them to see me. I think I'm going to use my vanish to be invisible and like stealth ahead to try and get closer.
Okay. All right. So you become invisible. Give me another stealth roll. This time it is going to be level 5.
Okay, it gives me being with this vanish right here, I get an asset.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So you start to move, but the poison kind of kicks at you a little bit. You're invisible, but you kind of groan as like this pain kind of seizes in your side. And all of a sudden, the snickering kind of gets louder and seems to be moving toward you.
I succeeded. What are you talking about? Okay. It's coming towards me. How far away do I feel like Watcher Steve is?
Not far. You weren't moving too quickly.
If I feel like he can still get to me in time, I am not gonna move.
Okay.
Try and be stealthy and steal.
All right. So you kind of stop in place and freeze. And all of a sudden, you feel these like brushes of wind go blowing past you. And the snickering gets really loud and is like up in your face and then moves past you towards Steve.
But all I felt was wind. I didn't see anything.
Correct. You just felt like wind, like something like moves past you really quickly.
Okay. I'm gonna follow behind that and like get back with Watcher Steve because I don't want him to get attacked unawares. And he always knows where I'm at. So if I'm coming back, he knows something's up.
Okay. Give me initiative. Hold on, don't do it yet.
Okay.
Let's get you on the map and then give me initiative.
Ooh, did you roll his last one for him? So he.
Oh, yeah, the recoveries. Yeah, let me do that.
That's plenty.
Oh yeah, he didn't need all that. Cool. So he's up to full now. Let's see. Let's get some tunnel going here. Let's see. All right, so you guys came out through this passage. Oh, that's not through this passage. All right, and then it forked to the left and to the right. Oh, maybe there it goes. And up ahead. Hope you guys love the artistic greatness that is this map now.
I'm back. What I missed?
About to die. That's all.
Oh, good. Oh, good.
All right.
Where
So
you want me?
that is the tunnel. You can be. Let's see. You're gonna be over here, and let's use.
Is it a 5 for initiative as well, or is it something else?
Yeah. Initiative will be level 5. So let me do that for Steve as well.
This is gonna suck.
I blame the princess.
Yeah. I'm always after the villains. I've never been. I don't think I've ever had a successful initiative. Never, ever, ever.
Watch, Steve got one.
Good for him. That's the one that counts.
Let's see. I need tokens for these things. Let's go with. What are we fighting down? Ah, here we go. Let's see. Not you. Nah. Where are you? There you are. Okay. I don't have a token for you, but I will. Oh shit. Sorry, I just like closed that roll 20 by accident.
Uh-oh.
Coming back. Oh, I need to re-up my subscription. Forgot about that. Okay. So random token. Let's go with. Oh, that's creepy looking. All right. We're just gonna use something we've already uploaded. We can use the Tarrasque again. Why not?
I do not like when you do that token.
It's a tiny dress.
That does not make it any better. Oh my god.
Okay. Get all these tunnels on the map layer real quick. All right. So get them on the turn order. That's not what I want to do. There we go. And turn. All right. So you feel like this massive kind of like force of wind blow past you, going around the corner toward Watcher Steve. But it's moving really fast, and you don't actually see what it is. Watcher Steve, who is keeping an eye on you and kind of senses you, kind of stopping, and seems like you're heading back now. He's going to try and take a look, see what's going on. Let's see. However, he's unable to see, and he kind of hollers down into the tunnel. What do you see? And then when that happens, he is you hear the like the snickering get really loud, and then kind of like echo as it kind of you follow it through the tunnel. And Watcher Steve. All of a sudden, the snickering kind of stops. Oh shit! The tunnel's going with me. And let's go back here. All right, and so you like see these eyeballs kind of open up out of the kind of the dim dark light of the tunnel, and Watcher Steve sees the same thing. You don't see anything else. It's just the eyeballs. and it's just like this like hint of light kind of reflecting off of these like solid black pupils. And it just looks up at you, and then it raises its hands, and it's got these like three little fingers, and looks like maybe an opposable thumb, and it just kind of holds them up to you, and its eyes get really wide.
It's Stitch. That's adorable. Better not eat your face off.
It's 100% going to eat your face.
I've legit read the name as Benadryl.
Your ass is going to sleep, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Allergic to
That's,
cuteness.
that's what it does. It just puts you to sleep. If you're allergic to something, it helps out.
I'm sorry, Crystal. You're probably gonna have to kill the cute.
Good luck.
I blame Dean.
Why
should
would you
too.
blame me?
Because you made this encounter, Dean.
Now,
Right.
does this have to do with my past perception roll, or is this just because? Because my past perception roll would have beat a difficulty 5. I'm trying to see if
Oh, so no, yeah, this isn't a because you can't see the thing.
this is okay.
This has nothing to do with your perception roll.
Okay. Okay. I also I'm trained in mental defense. I'm just trying to make sure this is something that's not cute. Is it about to do something to me?
I don't know.
It's
It's your turn though.
It is my turn?
hmm
And that thing's like right there.
Yeah, so it's like maybe like 5 or 6 feet out, like around the corner. Like it just kind of like popped itself right around the corner, just kind of like just within line of sight. And it just stopped, looked up, these big eyes.
It does not look aggressive whatsoever.
Nope. Just holds its hands up like, pick me up, love me.
I don't feel compelled to do this against my will. I mean, I do, the player, but my character doesn't, right?
Correct. There does not seem to be any kind of mental tug, or there's no, mechanically, there's no intellect save or anything that you're being forced to do. There's just a small, furry little creature who wants you to pick him up and love him.
Is there such a thing as a hold action in this system?
Sure.
Can I move up to him and hold my action to stab the fuck out of him if he tries to attack me? Or
Sure.
watch your Steve, if I can, because I want to get to like right here, and that way I could see if Watcher Steve gets attacked or not. From right here around the corner.
You can. Can you do that? Because I know you have that one ability.
I can move. I can move as far as I want. I can move not as far as I want, but here. Move a short distance as far as any action, which is 50 feet. And I can move a medium distance, which is 100 feet.
Okay, I see. Yeah. So you've got 50 feet of movement, and then you would still be able to hold an action.
Yeah. So can I
Okay.
go?
Yeah.
Right here. I'm holding my action to stab if it attacks me, or if those attack Watcher Steve in that corner over there that I can see.
Okay.
And that's my turn. See what Watcher Steve does. I can't in good conscience just attack this thing outright.
So Watcher Steve just kind of, excuse me, just kind of looks down. Well, Aren't you, something? And he, like, pulls out a ration and, like, throws it down at it. And it looks down at the ration and then looks back up at Watcher Steve. And, like, blinks. And that's all it does. And Watcher Steve just, like, tosses another ration down. It does the same thing. It looks down at the ration, then slowly looks back up at Watcher Steve, and then slowly raises its arms up.
This is creepy.
And Watcher Steve looks down. What do you want? And then he puts a hand down. And the little thing looks up at him, grabs onto his hand, and like snuggles up to it. Watcher Steve picks him up, looks at him. And they attack.
Can I stab, stab, stab?
You can stab, stab, stab.
I'll just love the face of Dean afterwards. It's like, yep, they're gonna kill me.
It's difficulty 5, right?
Yes. Yeah, they're fast and they're small. They're pretty hard to
Jesus
hit.
Christ. Plus you're poison, so it's basically difficulty 6.
Yeah, it's 6 with the poison.
I'm gonna put effort to the roll then. How much does that cost me?
3 points, unless you have edge.
Okay, it cost me 1 point then.
That'll do it.
Is it dead?
So you swing down and you hit it for 4 damage. Give me 1 second. That's what I was looking up real quick.
It keeps changing me back to hell. But I don't think that would beat. That wouldn't beat it then. Would it?
What?
15 effort. So it's a 9. Okay, never mind.
So the poison made the difficulty 18.
Uh-huh. Train made it 15. Effort made it
12.
12. So yeah, it's fine.
Let's see.
I don't. It's just because, like you said, I don't have any of my stats to 0, so
Yeah, it keeps changing it.
it keeps putting me back at hell.
Yeah, that's fine. So that was 4. No, it does not kill it.
Can I do a hindered attack with my offhand?
Sure.
Can I put effort in this roll, or no? It's only one.
No, you only have 1 level of effort, so you can only do
Yeah.
it once per turn.
Okay.
However, you would not be able to hit it.
That's what I was thinking.
Because the hindered would bump it up to 6, and the poison would bump it up to a 7. So you'd have to roll a 21 to hit.
But I'm also trained, so I'd have to roll 19.
18, but yeah.
18, yeah. My bad.
So you can attempt it, but yeah, you'll have to beat an 18 to hit.
We just don't have to roll 18. 19!
There you go.
I was waiting for it. I'm like, she's gonna roll it. No problem.
All right. Now, why is yours? Oh, because you're impaired. Okay, so you hit for another 4 damage. All right. Anything that's
Appreciate
it for your because you were just
That's-
holding that.
Mhm.
All right. Watcher Steve is getting attacked.
Oh, sorry, buddy. You know, if we had multiple people, we would have assets and stuff.
They would also be dying.
Oh well, better than me. That's what I think.
We're on our way on a train. Technically, while you guys are doing this, we're on our way to the
Yes.
city first. Like, so we haven't made our way back yet.
Yeah, we've got like 12 hours till we get to you. Or more. Like more like 24 even.
All right. So Watcher Steve needs 1, 2, 3, 4. Damn.
He gets to stab him as a reaction, right?
Hold on.
I'm just trying.
That was 3. One more. Whew, nice. So he avoids 3. 1 gets through. And that's going to come out of his speed pool, so. Alright. Oh, he has armor. Hold on.
Oh god, they have armor?
Steve has armor.
Oh, okay.
They are doing pretty dope though, because I did 8 points of damage to him, and one of them, and it's not down.
Steve is fucked. So are you.
Yeah.
Yeah, guys, let's sit in these totally random ruins that are unexplored with civilians.
The other option, Floof, is sitting in a desert.
No, it's not. It's moving towards rescue.
The
People
other
could
option
move
is
through a desert for a day.
walking through a desert. You clearly have never walked through a desert, my friend.
So Watcher Steve, like after one of the attacks misses, tries to attack back, but misses, and then another attack misses. He sees another opportunity, and he swings again. Damn.
Woo! And he gets to attack again.
And he hits. For 4 damage. And then attacks again. And hits again for another 4. All right. Camilla.
I guess stab, 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 or just 2 stabs, really.
Okay.
Sure, still. 5 effort to the roll.
Nice.
Is a 19 give you a minor effect, or do I not get that because I'm impaired?
Right. Because you're impaired, you don't get those. Every crit is just a +1.
Oh, that sucks so much. Why did it cost me 4 that time?
Because you're impaired.
Oh, okay, so it should have cost me 4 last time too then.
Did it not? What did it cost
It
you?
cost me 1. I'll fix it. Every time I
I mean,
update
it
my...
said it costs you 2.
Yeah, but the last one cost me 1, but it was supposed to cost me 2.
Gotcha.
And so I need to make it where I've lost 4. But does 4 damage on that?
Yes. Yeah, it does 4 damage.
Oh, last time it said it only 1.
Yeah.
It,
That's just because I wasn't impaired on that one. Because every time I update my
Gotcha.
stat pools,
Gotcha.
it puts me back to hell. Which, honestly... So that's 12 points of damage altogether, like, including the last round. Is it dead yet?
It is not yet dead.
Oh my god.
Yeah, these are top, and there's like 20 of them.
Yeah. So...
anytime Pharaoh sleeps people, it's just like, never gonna see them again.
I'm gonna do a hint. I can't do it. I could do a hindered. I can make a 19, maybe, if I got lucky.
You can definitely try it. That'll hit for 3. Wait.
Bork, bork.
It didn't add the
Yeah. So 16 would miss. Because a 18 is what you would need.
Yeah.
Alright. So that attack misses. And it just looks up at you.
Can it not?
I don't think it's worried about anybody's feelings.
Well, I am. But mine.
I'm not even there, man, and it hurts. It hurts so bad. That's it for Camilla.
Yeah.
All right, Watcher Steve just continues to swing away with that war pick. That is a miss. Is there anything else he can do? Not really. All right. And the Brindrills. Let's see. So this guy moves over here. All right. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 attacks on Watcher Steve. And since he is completely flanked, that's a hit. Just try and knock all these out. So that was 1, 2, 3. 4. It's not looking good for Steve. 5. And 6. All right, so he resists 1, and kind of knocks it away with his war pick. Let's see if he deals any damage. He does 6 damage. And knocks it back. But the others connect, so that's 2, 4, it's 10. And you look up ahead, and Watcher Steve is having a very bad day, as these things are just like jumping up and climbing all over him and like gnashing at him with their teeth. And his armor seems to be like ignoring most of it, but some of it is still getting through. And just the sheer volume of attacks that are coming after him, it's not looking like he's faring too well. And Camilla.
Run away.
I'm really debating about running away. Does that thing in front of me look hurt at all?
Yeah, it looks pretty injured. It's bloodied.
Like, I want to run away. Hmm. I'm gonna stab the thing in front of me.
Okay.
And that natural 20 just gives me a +1 to damage. That's just so... Wow.
All right, so you hit it for 4 damage.
Is it dead?
It is not dead. It looks like it's very close to dead. You feel like if you hit it one more time.
I mean, I'm gonna try, but I'm not gonna be able to fucking hit it. Because that misses.
That one will miss. It definitely looks like it's on its last leg, though. It is not faring well. So Watcher Steve is not happy, and he takes another swing. Let's see. Actually, he drops the war pick and just pulls out the clockwork rifle and just starts taking shots at these little bastards.
Watcher Steve, now it's not the time for drinking.
Yeah, this is the perfect time for drinking. I don't know what you're talking about.
All right, and so now you can hear up ahead Watcher Steve with the clockwork rifle. is just firing, just at everything around him. And these guys are going to go.
Should not have had Watcher Steve come with me, because it's my fault that he's dying.
But Camilla, some of them seem to have moved down toward you. Let's see. One of them is close enough to attack. Give me a speed defense. All right. And that will be 6 piercing damage.
That goes to speed because of the speed defense.
Correct. Now, if you're wearing armor, that's still going to apply here because it's a physical attack, where it's just using speed instead of might. So you can subtract whatever your armor is. And then Steve. Poor Steve. Now, don't forget, you guys have XP.
Yeah, I don't know what to do with it, to be honest. I only got 2.
So you can spend an XP to do your own intrusion. Basically, you create a new narrative for what's happening here.
Can I spend 2 XP to not be poisoned anymore?
No.
I mean, I don't know what 2 XP can get me. Like, I don't know if that gets me people, because that's all I need is people here.
Help.
Hey, Dean. Hey, Dean.
Yeah.
Remember a while ago when I said when we got back to this group about bringing in a backup character, like a temp character?
Yeah, we can do that here.
Cool. His pictures in our DMs, he's a glaive.
I would like him to come from either this hallway or this hallway, like he's been exploring the ruins himself, and to help Watcher Steve.
Okay.
How much XP is that?
It's just 1. Yeah, you guys can spend 1 XP anytime that you want to change the narrative into your favor. Nice. All right, so Ian's character, who I don't really remember anything about.
It's okay, we never actually even talked about him.
Oh. Do you even have a character sheet?
Nope.
Well, let's fix that real quick. You do now. AWAP Izuv.
AWAP?
AWAP.
It's a wall. The P is silent. It's a wall. Yeah, so I think what I finally ended up going with him is he's a stealthy glaive who rides the lightning.
Nice, nice. Do we have a token, or do you have a token?
I have a picture. I never had a chance to make a token. Give me 2 seconds. I can quickly whip up a token for him.
No, it's fine. We'll use just a random one for now, and then you can be Drazgul.
Cool. I can be what?
Drazgul.
Drazgul? I don't know what that is.
He's the pit fiend from the Klenmore.
Oh yeah. Here's what he actually looks like, though. That's under steampunk videos. That's close enough. Yeah. Get that into the right channel. There we go.
Cool. All right, you should have control of that token.
Oh, I do. So let's see. A long sword is a what?
It's a medium weapon. It should be 4 damage. Basically, when I was determining damages for these weapons, I just took the max value die and divided it by 2. So, like, if it's a D6, it does 3 damage. If it's a D8, it does 4 damage. If that helps speed things up.
I just need to get. All right, now we can actually start attacking people or things. Stats are 14, 10, and 10.
Cool. That sounds like a really fun combination. Stealthy glaive who rides the lightning.
Yeah. I thought so. At least when you get to tier 2, where you can just teleport as a bolt of lightning to any point you can see.
There you go.
No range limit. You just gotta be able to see it.
There you go.
And then I think it's like tier 5 or something, where it's like if you are aware of the place, you can teleport there. Some ridiculous shit like that.
It's just like a lightning bolt drops from the sky and you land there.
I'm riding from no Metal Gear. Well, yeah. But Mortal Kombat.
I was about to say, it's like the Raiden thing, where it's just like he shoots up into the sky as a bolt of lightning and then shoots back down somewhere else as a bolt of lightning.
Mm-hmm. All right, and then I'll just
Give me a second. I'll get the
armor.
let's see. So speed.
Give me some breastplate.
Mm-mm. Hush.
I will take fleet of foot
Smart.
and misdirect.
Okay.
I'm just quickly going to. I'll add these to this temp sheet later.
Go ahead and roll initiative for me.
What's the difficulty?
5.
5.
Damn, son.
Yeah, it's tough. Okay.
Yay, welcome to my squad. With my experience, though, could he get an attack off? Like, as
Yeah,
he's-
yeah. Like he'll come in and it'll be his turn. We'll do it that way.
I mean, technically, it would be if I spent an experience at the end of my turn.
Yeah. So what is AWAP gonna do?
Please change his name.
First of all, it's not his name. It is for the moment because I can't remember what name I had picked for him before, but it's not his name. He will come rushing out of the darkness, sword drawn, and he is going to just kind of go there. And he'll tap one of these things that's on Watcher Steve.
Okay.
So I'll start with this guy.
All right. So the difficulty is 5. All right, and that hits for 4. All right. It is still up. Anything else?
I think that's it for right now.
Okay. Now the one above you does look injured.
Yeah,
This-
I don't think I don't have any other attacks.
Okay.
Unless I can like throw like a throwing knife with my offhand.
Yeah, I'd allow that. It'll be hindered, so the difficulty will bump up to 6, but you can still attempt it.
Alright, and that's a light weapon, right?
Yes. Yeah, it's a light weapon.
So it's a 2 damage? 3?
Yeah, it'll do 2.
2, okay. Who dat?
I don't know. There's nobody new in the chat.
I heard it.
It's just me. I'm just listening and watching
Oh,
the
okay.
stream.
Alright, difficulty 6.
Mhm.
Gonna miss. Knew it.
Yeah, so you slash at one with your longsword, and then you kind of throw a dagger at another, but the dagger kind of slams into some rocks on the other side. You just kind of hear it clang against the rock. All right. Watcher Steve is going to take another shot. And he's going to apply effort to the damage. Oh, but he misses. Oh, that was a bad call. Never mind. He did not apply effort to that damage. I forgot how low his speed pool was. All right, so he takes a shot but misses. And the little furries. Let's start down here with Camilla. So this one runs over there. And these two attack. So Camilla, I need 2 speed defense rolls.
Did you get speed defense from me or from someone else?
From you.
Sorry, I was on the phone.
No, you're good.
Um,
You know what I just figured out?
what?
That your impairment does not make everything 1 level harder.
I thought that was a little intense for just one level of exhaustion, basically, but I wasn't going to say anything.
Yeah, so your effort costs 1 extra point.
Mm-hmm.
And then you don't get any major or minor effects on your critical rolls, and your critical rolls only deal 1 extra damage.
Yep.
I
I noticed how it wasn't doing that with the rolls. Like, I felt like if I was impaired, like it was put in the system as impaired, they
Right.
would have bumped up my difficulty automatically. But it's whatever. Like, do I need
I'll
3
give you.
speed rolls?
No, just 2.
If you want to make it up to me, just kill that one that should be dead.
We'll see. All right. So 1 hits, 1 misses. So that'll be 6 piercing from the one that hits,
Mm-hmm.
minus any armor.
My speed is 0. So I'm
Uh-oh.
debilitated, probably, huh?
You are currently debilitated and can no longer move.
Yep.
However, you can still take actions. You just have to use your might to do it rather than your speed.
Mm-hmm.
So Watcher Steve is going to take a few hits. Just a few. It's not good. This is not good. Yep. And Watcher Steve is impaired, and his speed is 0, so he also cannot move. And he gets 1. All right. And then I need the artist formerly known as AWAP to give me 3 speed defense rolls. Ouch.
Yep.
So each hit is 6 piercing.
Damn.
Minus your armor.
Minus your armor.
Yeah, minus my armor, but still, goddamn. Dean, what the fuck were you thinking with this encounter?
I'm still getting used to this game.
Given the fact that I came in handicapped, probably doesn't help.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I'm still getting used to, because like we're not using die, everything's set numbers, and like I'm still getting used to like what's considered hard and what isn't.
369. Jesus Christ. Yikes! My speed went to 3.
Welcome to the club.
Jesus. All right. I will definitely be rethinking some encounters. Well, it's like the first few sessions, you guys like destroyed everything you fought, and so I was like, "Oh, so we need to kick it up a little bit." And now I'm just like,
Yeah, but
too far.
You went from
Too
like
far.
you went from level 2, 3 stuff to 5.
I'm also poisoned though, so like there's some crits that I hit, like the person that is here
That's
would be
true.
dead and I would be up there helping them and we'd all be having assets right now.
Yeah.
That's true.
But
And so
also
you have to like
hesitance.
adjust to the fact that like I'm poisoned.
But has anything even fucking died yet?
Nope. Technically even the one that's beside me should be dead because I shouldn't have had those rolls the way they were, but
Alright, anyway.
it happens. We're still figuring everything out.
So that is it for them, which brings us to Camilla. And what I was gonna say earlier is I'm gonna give you like 2 extra attacks,
Who?
Oh.
Camilla, because I jacked up her impairment.
Okay. I guess I'm gonna stab the one that's,
Okay. So you'll get 3 regular attacks, and then your offhand, which is hindered.
that was a 2. Okay.
That is a miss. That'll hit though.
No, because I'm debilitated.
Yeah.
I don't get any effects on my fucking 20. Okay.
But you killed a guy.
I killed a guy. 2 more attacks.
Yeah, 1 more regular and then 1 that's a level higher.
Okay. Yeah. Um,
Just need an 18 or higher.
uh-huh.
So close.
I made it a 6, which would make it 18, but Train made it a 15, so technically I still hit.
Oh, nice.
Um,
That's 3 damage.
actually, question. I'm not
And-
changing what I did. I'm just curious. Since we have the ability to use an action to recover, I could do that towards my speed. Will I still be able to, within my same turn, since I have fleet of foot, run?
Yes.
Okay.
It would only be the short distance because you're using your action. But yeah, you would still have that 50 feet.
Well, I guess I should do it more like. Yeah. I feel like I should have did that up there, but oh well. That's my turn. all I got.
Alright.
I got one of them dead, guys.
Then that brings us to AWAP.
His name is Lay.
Oh, Lay. Okay. Okay, Lay.
Okay, Lay. Yay! I'm gonna spend an intellect point.
Lay gets an XP.
Yeah, just Lay though, not. Do I add that to my current pool?
There you go.
Oh man.
The
Hell
XP is
yeah.
for the player, not the character.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
I was just clarifying for him.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna spend an intellect point,
Okay.
and I'm going to activate my special powers.
Alright.
Tier 1, shock. Oh no, not shock. Wait. Yes, shock. Not charged, but shock. So I'm wielding a weapon, so for the next 10 minutes, it crackles with electricity and inflicts 1 additional point of damage per attack.
Nice. Okay.
So, yeah, I'm now going to attack the wounded one. Not the one that I just hit, but the one that was already wounded to the top.
Okay. I've also adjusted hit points for the sake of it's not quite as high. Oh.
Well, I'm glad you gave me that XP because I'm going to spend that XP. So much for advancements. Who needs them, right? Not the guy I missed a session. Nope. No, this is fine. This is fine. Here, you can have that XP back.
Okay. So you miss, but nothing happens. All right.
You know, I don't think I'm gonna tempt fate with anything else. I'm just gonna.
And 10 more show up. Just kidding.
God, could you imagine? That's when we all just walk out on the session.
Right? That's what happened to all my players. If you, and I'm gonna leave this up to you, but the intrusion, I was just gonna give them all opportunity attacks, but that's up to you.
Hell no.
Okay.
Give them an extra round before they get
Right.
to do their actual round. How about no?
That's fair. All right. Anything else?
Yeah, I guess I'll attack. Throw in another knife.
Okay.
Now, is it because I'm throwing into melee that's being hindered? Could I like pick a target
No,
who's not
it's
within
just
melee?
it's because it's your offhand and not your
Oh,
in hand.
right. Yeah.
Well, damn.
Well, damn.
You know what? You get another attack.
So up to you. You can deal the 2 damage and make another attack, or you can deal 6 damage total. Because we're all still getting used to this game, I will let you know that dealing 6 would probably kill someone.
I'll just take the kill.
Okay.
It's like, yeah, I could make another attack, or I could just guarantee the kill.
Or you can get another nat one.
Yeah, exactly.
Right. Very nice. All right, Watcher Steve. Very appreciative of whatever this new person is, and he tries to make some attacks. The rifle.
Please, for the love of God, kill him.
But that does not kill it, but he does a lot of damage to this guy. Definitely, this one looks like it's on its last leg. And he will do a recovery roll. Get 4 speed points back. Technically, I guess he shouldn't have been able to do that, but we're doing it anyway. All right. So Lay, you've got 2 speed defense rolls, please.
Damn.
All right. So 1 hits for 6 piercing, the other misses.
All right. I can't spread it out. I gotta take that out of my speed, right?
Right.
Cool. So, impaired.
Okay.
Let's see. I'm going to wait. I might not be able to actually use the ability. Depends on what pool it's coming out of. Misdirect uses speed points, so I can't use that ability. Because I ain't got none.
Is it something you do before or after? Like what is
When an
misdirect do?
opponent misses you, you can redirect their attack to another target.
The miss was first.
I thought
No, because he failed his
no.
speed, so he got hit.
Oh, you're right. You're right. Sorry, I'm looking at failure and thinking that's a miss. Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah, I can't even use the ability. So yep.
Then there are 4 against Watcher Steve. Jesus.
Yeah, Dean. Jesus is right.
My bad.
Jesus ain't here right now.
Right? He can't come to the phone right now. Please leave a message at the toad.
Beep. Oh God, please, Jesus, help!
So he succeeds and is going to retaliate, automatically dealing 3 damage to this guy. I'm just going to go with that instead of making him roll an attack roll. As he like hits it with like the butt of the rifle, kind of knocking it away. Let's see. So 3 more. Yeah, 3 more. And that puts him back down to 0 speed. So 2 more. But since he has no speed, he cannot make speed defense rolls. So those are going to hit.
So he just dies.
So he'll take 4 points of might damage.
Well, that's how that works.
Yeah, so speed defense, you have to have speed. Because it's banking on you like dodging and moving out of the way. So since you have no movement and you have no speed, you can't do anything. And then any damage you take would immediately come out of your might pool. I didn't think this through. It's okay though.
Oh, it's cool.
Is
You
it?
got this.
I
You got
literally
this.
with that role in mind, I have 2 rounds. My character's dead. Just so you guys know.
Let's see.
And Watcher Steve also has 2 rounds left. Less than actually, he has a round left.
No, it's 2 rounds. 1.5. Depending on if anything else dies. Let's see. So Camilla, 2 attacks against you, but your speed is 0,
Mm-hmm.
so it'll be 6 piercing.
Can I spend experience to like, I don't know, something resonate in the caves to make them distracted or something?
You can definitely do that.
Also, there's literally no chance of us even getting to defend against them. We just take the damage.
Right. Since it's a speed defense and you have no speed, you can't defend against it.
That's what I'm saying. Like we have like 2 rounds left and we're dead.
So there is a rumble coming from deep within the cave, Camilla. Deeper in the tunnel that you're in, you hear this really like guttural rumble, and then the ground starts to shake a little bit. And then the rumble slowly grows into a growl. And Lay, you hear this as well as Watcher Steve. And when that happens, all these little furry dudes go running away. They just drop what they're doing and they get the fuck out.
Did I still take that damage?
No, I'm saying that Kayla spent that before they attacked. And those 2 are dead. Alright. And thus ends this encounter.
Jesus is like, I got you guys.
I was like, can I do this? Maybe. I was trying to think of something that would like distract them. It was like, I don't know. Big Mama's calling them home.
I want to know what the fucking Big Mama is then.
You
We're
definitely
not
get
gonna
the
find out.
feeling. You're definitely getting the feeling that it's something they're extremely terrified of.
Yeah, their mother.
That's fair.
So I did an action to get 3 recovery points so I can actually move, and then I'll go up to these guys
Okay.
and suggest for us to get the fuck out of here if we can. Is there any way to drag Watcher Steve since you know he can't? He needs like 10 minutes to get his bearings.
Yeah. It would be a might task.
Or you could
Since
just wait
he's
10
mostly
minutes.
machine, so he's going to be pretty heavy.
I mean, do I feel like him being in the middle of this crossroads would be a safe place to camp
You
up with him?
definitely don't feel like this is a safe place to be, but you could probably enlist some of the refugees to help you carry him back.
I will walk back out to the refugees and just kind of like ruins are bad. Ruins
Hey,
ruins are bad.
let's grab Roger Steve and let's go wait by the train.
How
Hey,
about
you know what, guys? I'll leave these ruins and my crippled friends with the strange person I haven't said a word to.
So
Nope, I don't
Watcher.
care.
So Dean,
Yes,
Watcher Steve is part robot.
correct.
My character is full robot though,
Okay,
being a Warforged.
okay.
So I don't suppose it's any easier for me to perhaps drag his near unconscious ass out of the cave.
Yeah, you would be able to. It's still a might task, but it would not be as difficult for you. I would ease it for you, given
Cool.
that
Plus,
you
you put
are
effort into it.
Warforged.
That's what I was gonna do. So what difficulty is it?
It would be difficulty. It's just difficult, so level 4.
All right.
It
I'm going-
is eased, so it's actually 9 for you, or level 3 for you.
Oh, okay. Shit. I did the oops.
I did the oops.
I did the oops. Are you for fucking real? My guy.
Wow. I'm gonna let it slide. You are unable to carry him or drag him by yourself, but nothing crazy happens.
Shoddy robotics. Too heavy material. Very inefficient.
Oh no. You from the desert?
I'm from many places. But yes, the desert is one of them.
My parts
Were
come
you
from all over.
raised in the desert? Or developed or
So you don't really see that this character is robotic because of all the long flowy bits. All
Okay.
the flowy clothes, and it just kind of looks like he's like well armored with a strange
Raised.
mask.
in the desert then?
For the sake of simplicity, yes.
You have a tribe?
No.
As someone of the desert, is it bad to be tribeless?
Yes.
They're
It
not
means
exactly
you've-
what you would call a tribe. Not in the traditional sense.
Were you asking me that question? Sorry.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, it's given your knowledge of the desert, it's bad to not have a tribe. Typically, if you don't have a tribe, it's because you were either exiled for some crime, which in a place that's fairly lawless, it must have been a pretty bad crime. Or you don't belong there and haven't actually been there very long. But if you're from the desert and you don't have a tribe, it means you were exiled from somewhere.
What were you saying, Ian?
I said they're not exactly what you would call a tribe in the traditional sense.
I'm trying to refrain from having my tabaxi hiss.
The important thing for you to know is that I'm here to help you. If I
Camilla's
weren't, I
spine
would have.
arches.
If I
Her
weren't,
tail's twitching.
you would already be dead.
Watcher Steve, will you be okay while I go get help?
Hey, y'all need help down there? Princess says you've been gone a while.
You hear from further down the tunnel, or further up the tunnel.
Could you use some help?
All right,
Some-
I'll get someone.
Get a couple someones. Get a couple like people who could pick heavy things up, maybe.
Gary, get your ass over here! Yes, dear.
All right, keep it going, Kayla. I like this. Gary was his name.
Gary, yeah.
All right,
And Beth.
and Beth. So Gary and Beth make their way down the tunnel, and see the dead Furbies on the ground, and look over at Steve, and they're like, "What happened?"
There were a lot more. By a lot, I mean like 10 times more.
Maybe we should wait by the train.
I was thinking the same.
Well, come on, Gary.
Want-
Get one
want
arm,
me
I'll
to
get the other.
him? All right.
Hmm. Come on, Gary. Put your back into it. Lift with your knees.
I'll try. I'm lifting. And they kind of like get Watcher Steve up a little bit, and they're able to maneuver him into the other room.
You look like you need a good 10 minutes.
Oh,
Yeah, that's what they call
Oh.
rest.
ma'am, I sure do. And Watcher Steve will get a 10-minute rest. Well, anybody that wants it will get a 10-minute rest. But
I will take it.
You know, that sounds lovely.
I still have 2 more days of this impaired, guys.
It's okay. You'll spend it on a boat.
Sure.
I'm on a boat. All right. So you get yourselves collected. You make your way back into the main area of the ruin where the rest of the refugees are. The princess will approach you. So, what did you find?
I found out that this is a horrible place to be and that we need to leave now. Go to the train tracks. It's way much better than this place.
All right.
I probably have one of the dead thingies in my hand.
Is that it?
It wasn't just one. There was, like 20.
Yeah, and I look like this. Watcher Steve says.
I like it. Yeah, she agrees. She doesn't like it, but she agrees, and helps you guys corral the refugees, and move them back out into the desert toward the tracks.
Is that Lee character or whatever his name is he coming with us? Ian?
Yeah, he'll come with you guys.
Camilla
he does-
keeps an eye on him.
He does ask, where the leader person is. It was his understanding that your group was traveling with 2 more people.
How about, for the sake of simplicity, we just say I'm the leader? She says to him.
Technically, the princess.
You. Allow me to be honest with you for a moment.
Yes, I would like you to try and do that for once.
My being here is no accident or coincidence. The leader of your little group, his name is Horace, correct?
Yes.
I've been hired to kill him. So
That's great
when-
integration there.
Your house. That's a nice plot twist to know about.
Dean's like,
Uh-huh.
what?
Let's go with it. I'm good with it.
Uh-huh.
Let's see how this plays out.
I'm listening.
Well, the reason why I say my people are not a clan in the traditional sense is because we are a group of assassins.
Mm-hmm.
Recently, we were hired by an interesting looking fellow who did not seem to be from around these lands. And he asked us to take out a member of a group who had been annoying them, is what he said. So, when I say where he is, you do not want to respond with, "You're the leader," because then, technically, you are my target.
Ooh.
Uh-huh. Okay. Well, give me like 3 days and then I am the leader. How about that? I'm like suffering from this poison right now, but give me a couple days and then it'll be a fair fight and you'll die, honorably or whatever you assassins like to do.
Well, I'd actually prefer not to die.
Yeah, well, me neither.
I'm
Tough titty, said the
I
kitty.
love dying. I want to die every day.
Mood.
What's the name of your non-clan clan? Does Ian have a name?
Ezio's chosen.
It's
I don't have a name either for my clan. Dean, what's the name for my clan?
The Shilabovs.
Fuck no.
Oh, not that. I am from the Wandering Oasis.
Unfortunately, the people who named our group were not quite so creative. We simply go by the League of Assassins. We're rather spread out.
That's lame. Shut up,
I
Gary.
agree. There have been many
You're-
attempts to rename the organization, but nobody can quite be bothered to do it.
Is there a reason
how
that
about
you were
the death
telling
of
me all
savvy
this?
people?
Because any assassin who takes on the contract can decide later on to not complete it.
Mm-hmm.
Part of my reasoning for being so upfront was because, frankly, I did not trust the man who gave out the contract. And I wanted to see if this Horace person was somebody who needed killing.
The guy that gave you the contract. Does he look white, icky-looking skin, bald head, weird?
No, but the company he kept certainly met the description of what you're talking of. The individual himself was human.
Dean's just like trying to figure out who the hell is he talking
I know. I'm like,
Here's a free villain for you, Dean.
I'm just going. All right, who is this guy? How am I gonna do this? I like
Well,
it.
if you're ill-informed, the company he kept are currently invading this continent. So
Invasions happen all the time.
yes,
And the general warfares that happen in these lands are no concern of mine or my employers. But the man was frankly rude, annoying, and most certainly untrustworthy. I don't expect him to treat my organization, my peers, or myself with any modicum of respect. And so I figured the best way to maybe show some form of rebellion against him would be to simply not do it after saying I would. Of course, I would need an actual reason to take back to the clan. Because, like I said, I don't like dying. And if we just deny a contract simply because we don't like the man, that's liable to get my head cut off.
I mean, I don't know what you want me to tell you. You want a reason not to kill someone that you don't know?
Just let him talk to you.
That might just make him want to kill him more.
I mean, if his group's motives are something so noble as helping refugees, then I'm sure I could put that as a response.
She just kind of gestures around her at all the refugees. Look, if you want to stick around to meet Horace, by all means, but I don't trust you at all. So watch your step.
That's fine. I won't be offended.
I don't care if you are. Just watch your step.
Frankly, I'd be more worried if you were quite so trusting of me to begin with.
Well, I am actually from this desert, and I know the filth that comes unaccompanied.
Well, I will probably hang around at a distance for another day or so, once you all manage to either decide what you're going to do, or if rescue comes, then I'll simply disappear. Something tells me from your tone that Horace is not someone who is the most pleasant to talk to, so I think I'd rather save myself the headache.
You say this as if my character isn't entirely built around the fact that people are supposed to like him. Naturally. Like, people like Horace, guys.
My character loves Horace.
Yeah. Like,
Foof, the way she's talking about you is making the assassin not want to converse with you.
but he should. Let me recruit your assassin to my group. Who doesn't want a robot assassin that works with lightning?
Give it a day, and when we meet up, you can have your chance.
I mean, if you would like to try to hire him, then by all means.
Look, I don't want you too far. I don't want you too close. I want you to where I can see you, and that's it. So stay away from the kids. Stay away from the old people. Stay away from the food. Stay away from the water. But stay in my eyesight.
Tell you what, as a show of good faith, I'll let you decide where I should stand. And I won't move from it unless you ask me to.
About this time, the princess comes out and lets you know that the last of the refugees has left the ruins and that they are en route to the trains.
How about you just stay in the front with me?
Very well.
And we go.
All right. So you guys get to the train where you left it on the tracks, and are you guys gonna try and shepherd the refugees down the tracks, or are we just gonna hang out at the train and?
I would like to put all the ones that look, not the best inside the cart where there's shade.
Okay.
And if we need to scout ahead, me and the assassin and Watcher Steve can do that. Or Watcher Steve can stay and protect them, and me and the assassin can do that.
Okay. Let's see. You guys get the refugees up onto the train for the most part, those that need it, and get everybody situated. A couple of hours later, you hear a strange sounding train whistle.
So it's more like, yee!
So you guys just kind of off in the distance, you just hear yeah,
Yeah, yeah, yeah!
Yeah.
and then you hear a strange fellow like kind of like calling back to it, yay, yay, yeah, yay, yay, yeah.
It's been like this the whole time, hasn't it?
It has, yes. Every so often, the train tar will let out, its steam or whatever, and every time Daryl will just reply with his own yee.
Horace is 100% joining in,
Very
finding
nice.
this a highly amusing process.
Justin, the guy I'm staying with, just sent me a text message. Are you having a stroke?
Something happened there because it's like you have a roommate. How is this not bothering them? Pharaohs is writing in her notebook all about trains and how to make them not eat.
So the train tar comes up in reverse, and you see Horace yeeing alongside the conductor, and the train tar yeeing alongside them, and then Pharaohs just like face palming with this like very distressed look on her face. And that is where we'll call it for the night.
Yay!
Woo!
Greetings, Horace. My name is Lay. I was the assassin sent to kill you.
Ah, well, you wouldn't be the first one.
Stay tuned for next time on Steampunk. Actually, it's called Klenmore, a new era.
So, this could actually really work out because, my background is I learnt at the feet of an incredibly talented leader who went into hiding for fear of assassination.
Interesting. Well,
So,
Anyway, well, goodbye, everybody.
Yeah!